Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Tuesday night, June the 3rd, and these are the charts of the day. Pretty interesting market, real choppy, but net, there was a lot of stocks moving. Let's show you some of them. AMAT, real good day for this stock as it popped 90 cents on 33 million shares. That's the second biggest volume since September on a day when the stock broke out through the April highs. Looks like we're headed to 22 3/4, 23, and then beyond that, we could have a much bigger move. Let's take a look at the long-term chart. The semiconductor group, outstanding. Now, AMAT has as a resistance level that could be closer to up there. So let's redraw that. Take a look at the daily chart. Bring that down, and there's your target, 29. Now, I think we're going to get some resistance at 22 3/4. But if it punches through, we may start to see this accelerate. Targets are 25 and 29. Up next is Amcor. Boy, I got to tell you, this stock is fantastic. When you look at the chart, taking this stock from 5 to 10 and straight up with great volume and technicals. Only the long-term chart tells the story. After the stock in 07 traded all the way up in the 16 range, it came down sharply into the, I think under $1, wasn't it? Let's see, no, not that low. Yeah, 133. Then it ran up, drifted down, and then the last few months has gone straight up from the, let's say from last year, 355 to 10 and 61. It's tripled. I got a resistance level up here about 12 short term, but it is overbought, and it could pull back to the bottom of the channel at any point. Up next is AMRI. Nice falling wedge here, which broke out, and today it accelerated yesterday and today. The stock today was up 44 cents at 2.6% on 654,000. The volume of the last 2 days were the biggest volumes in about 7 weeks. So I'm thinking this may be on its way to test the old high, about 20.5, with a secondary target at 24.5. Step back and look at the long-term chart. It's a beauty. BCRX had a nice day. Let me show you the BCRX, the reason why I'm showing you this today. After it ran out and we gave it a swing trade, it pulled back. It bounced, but it couldn't carry forward. And you can see that the pullback today got not only to price support, but also moving average support, and reversed sharply from 921 to 986 and closed just 3 cents off the high. So I'm looking for a retest of 11 and then a move to 13. Cirrus Logic, boy, this is a pretty pattern. Let me show you this left shoulder complex, head and right shoulder, with a breakout and a nice three-wave corrective pullback right to support where the gap and the neckline is. Today, popping, almost put a swing trade on it. Wanted to see more volume, but perhaps I should have. It's up 5% on 1,000,008. A $1.09 run. Looks like they're going to test 23.90. Secondary target at 25.5. Short term. Now, on a longer term basis, comes out of this base, we could see a move that takes us into the low 30s. That would be a potential intermediate swing trade. CXDC has been phenomenal. And I know that Gio's been really interested in that one. This has a nice base, a nice pop and coil. Here's where the move came that broke it out. And then the pullback was a dead giveaway because it came on low volume ebb, tested the 21-day moving average. And from that point, about 6.5 has run up to as high as 1164, almost doubling just in the last 4 weeks. Now it is near the top of the channel, much like Amcor, but let's look for more upside. Now, possibly we get a little pullback consolidation. Keep this on your track. Support around 10. Secondary target would be, I'm looking for 14 on the stock if it continues to accelerate like this. Even if we do get a pullback, that may be an opportunity. Horizon Pharmaceuticals, back up against resistance, jumping 70 cents for 5% today. If this gets through, these resistance levels near 15, 10, 15, then maybe it goes from there. Let's take another quick look at the next stock. This is the target, by the way, would be up around 1830. Secondary target in the low 20s. IDCC with a special day today signed a deal, licensing deal with Samsung. Stock exploded. I'm thinking it's going to retest these double top here in this 49.50 zone, and that's my target area. Intel. You know, we don't look at this stock too often, but as an example of what's going on in the semiconductor group, Intel had a breakout day today across this double top with a thrust of 33 million shares. It only was up about 1.5%, 40 cents, but enough to get me to consider a target now near 30. Mankind. Beautiful move in the last 2-3 weeks, but it's up against resistance. My target was 9.5, 10. We reached it today. Let's see if we can punch through. That's mid channel. If we can punch through there, next target is around 11.5, and then possibly somewhere around 14. NADL, that's North Atlantic Drilling. I showed you this a few days ago when it broke out. Look at the follow through. Very nice. It's already moved from 8 3/4, 9 zone to 10 3/4, almost 11. I think we can get to $12 and/or watching the pullback near 10 for a possible entry out right in there. OPHT swing trade was up $1.83 or 4.5% today. Volume increased to the best level in about 7 sessions. And looking at this 42.54 range, today's high 42.62. We made a nominal new high. We can get this to extend. I'm looking for 48.49. Pixelworks also up against resistance, but I think today was an important day because after pulling back for a few days and holding the trend line and price support, it snapped back today 43 cents or almost 7%. If we can get through here around the 680 range, today's high was 679, we can run right to 8 and maybe 9. SMH is the ETF for the semiconductor industry, and you can see how beautiful this has been all year. At this point, I'm looking for more upside, perhaps get to 48, 8.25, and then if it breaks through 50. But again, that industry is having a very good time of it right now. And lastly, today, Skyworks, which had a big day as well, popping 258 or 6%, and traded 7.2 million shares, a lot of stock for that stock. On the downside, it's near the top of the long-range channel, but it looks to me like it could start to accelerate. I'll have a $50 target in Skyworks. That's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good evening. Good night.